Hey guys, how you doing? Today, Lunar Year in for Chinese people. Today is the last year of Year Rabbit, and then next year tomorrow is the first day of the Year of the Dragon. So I will take this chance to say Happy New Year to all of you, and I hope all of you have a very happy New Year in 2024 and with the good health and wealth, right? Okay, then today we will talk about this stock is amazing growth, right? Amazing growth, right? If you think about Nvidia or AMD, then this stock beats all of them in the past few years. That is Eli Lilly, right? The drugs stock, right? It is an excellent stock, but then you need to be very cautious about this, right? I'm still thinking if I will buy this stock, right? No matter how the stock price rise up, every quarter you have to spend some time to take a look on the quarterly report, right? This is very important, right? It won't take you a long time. It may only take you about 20 minutes or 25 minutes. Of course, then you have to have your attention on the news about the selling, right? Then about her rival, like Novo Nordisk, right? You have to know that. And then you have to know that which medicine or which drug now is the golden one in Eli Lilly. That means helps this drug company to earn a lot of the income. That's the most important. Most important. We have to have a basic knowledge about the drug company, right? We know that then they spend a lot of money for research, testing, right? That is the most expensive part. Actually, the drug itself is very cheap, right? Say maybe that's only $10, right? But it will sell you about more than 1,000, right? Because need the doctor for the medicine, for the dealer, for the hospital, for the clinics, right? And also then the doctor has to explain to you follow up. Then actually the drug itself is very cheap, maybe just $10. But they spend the sky high price on the research, so many times research, then and you spend the money, and you will not know that it will success or not, right? So it's worth it. But the point is for us as the role of the investor, we have to know that what stage, any competitors, all right? If this fell, not as good as what they said, then what happened, all right? So we need to think in various angle before you invest. That's very important, right? So today we will analyze the result. The stock price did tell you something, but the stock price doesn't tell you a lot of things, right? You have to know that, right? And there may be a trap inside, right? So before we confirm to buy the stock for Eli Lilly, then we have to be very cautious, right? So today we will take a quick look on the finance report, right? Okay, then our Falcon portfolio been 99% because of the PayPal, right? It doesn't matter, right? The market is very funny, right? You can see that for PayPal, the net income, no matter is JAP or non-JAP, it increased for 13%, right? But the guidance is a little bit weak. I remember one quarter before, the guidance is also weak. And then the stock price dropped it, and then it rise up again, and it dropped it. Then, actually, I think that as a CEO, I have to be more conservative, right? If I tell you that, okay, in the next quarter, then it will have a double-digit growth. Then if only 10%, then seems are telling a lie, right? So they have to be quite conservative. Then the market's like that, right? The only thing that I will sell this stock is the stock price is too high, or the performance is really high, right? I don't care on that, right? I don't care on that because like Broadcom, few quarter before, the price tumble because the guidance is weak, and then now it makes a new high just few months after, right? We don't know, right? Okay, then I will study the PayPal in our free version in Hong Kong channel, right? So for any stock then you want me to comment, you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. And this is our cover, right? Eli Lilly, excellent stock, right? I have to admire that, but needs to be very cautious. Yesterday, Dow Jones still rising, right? For 48 points only, right? It is very close to 40,000 already, right? Just about 1,200 something, right? Then it reached 40,000. Nasdaq 15,793, right? Also very close to 16,000. Just 200 points left. This is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio. Then you see that then PayPal drop again, right? So doesn't matter to me, right? I'm just care about the prospect, right? The performance, right? And what the direction and the competitors of the company or the stock. I do not very care on the stock price, right? Unless it is extremely high, right? You can see that the PE ratio is less than 20, right? Okay to me. So SoftBank shares been right, not very volatile for a long time, right? At least for a few years. Then it surged up because of ARM, right? Because of ARM, right? If you want to buy SoftBank, I think you better buy ARM, right? Because this is because of ARM. And good news, right? The US CEO is feeling better about the economy, right? One quarter before they are very sad, right? But now it's better. Good. This is good to us, right? So this is ARM. You know that now the price earning ratio of NVIDIA is 90, right? And then ARM is even higher than her, right? So I'll take a look on ARM's performance in our Hong Kong channels, right? So if you want to know, then please subscribe, right? Very cheap now is only Hong Kong dollar, right? Just about $20 US dollar, right? Very cheap, right? Per month. Each month, then we have 7 to 8 videos, right, about our portfolio. Trade leaders urge government around the world to join the Red Sea military effort. Then this is very obvious, right? If then they always like that, when you pass, then they attack you by the missiles, then it will waste too much for they to pass through the South Africa, right? Especially for China, for Europe, right? Especially for China, for Europe, and then not only about the very much longer time, but also on the money, right? They will add up everything, right? On the transportation price, right? So I hope that it will be settled in 2024. So take a look that we remember then Bard, right? Bard is the AI copilot, right, for Google. And now Google then, just when it appears, then is a little bit embarrassed. Remember the story, right? And then now Google will also call it Bard, right? Not changing the name, right? But Google will make it a fresh new app, right? Roll out, and then we'll have a new usage and subscription options. And there is another name called Gemini, but Gemini is for OpenAI. Remember, at the very beginning, the OpenAI's name is ChatGPT. Now she changed the name as renamed it as Gemini, right? It doesn't matter, but take a look on that, right? Google's Bard AI, not only a fresh app rollout, there will be a subscription option. That means you can subscribe, pay the monthly fee, and then use it. I think at the end of the day, then we can use the AI, but at a lower level. If you want to use the AI at a higher level, then you have to pay. I don't know how much higher, right? Like the Adobe, right? We can use the free version, no problem. But if you want to use it, right, in your assignment or in company work, right, office work, then you have to pay a lot of money, all right? So we talk about Eli Lilly. So take a look on the circle, the red circle. Past 5 years, the stock price rised 5 times. In the past 1 year, rise at 1.15 times. And the PE now is over 100, 126. And we take a look on the revenue and the net income from 2022 Q4 to 1 year after. Then you can see that, right, this is JAP, not non-JAP. You can see that the revenue increased. Okay, no problem, right? But you can see that the increment of the net income is a lot less than that, right? Let's look at more information. See that if we look at the adjusted net income and then the adjusted earning per share, actually it dropped from 2022 to 2023. It dropped, right, including the revenue. And why it rise up, right? I think that the most valuable drugs or medicine for Eli Lilly is those at the first place as first, second, and third place, right? Trulicity, Monjaro, and Verzenio, right? Don't ask me, I don't know, right? I think they are about the obesity and then the diabetes, because she is for that, right? Maybe for the blood pressure. But you can see that the only two that makes the money is the Monjaro and the Verzenio, right? The only two. And then there is a stock there is called the SIP Brown, right? Call it the SIP Brown, right? You see that? Why there is no 2022 record? Because it's not been launched at 2022. It just launched it, right, for 1 or 2 quarters at 2023, right? And she is the tomorrow star, right? The revenue increased by 28%, and then 1 year's increased by 20%. So from 2022 to 2024, 2024 is just less than a quarter, then you can see that for the price and earning ratio increased, and for the operating cash flow decreased, right? And also for the EV over the EBITDA is also decreased, right? It's not acting in the same direction as the stock price, right? Right. Then among the similar competitors, right, Eli Lilly is the second most expensive one. The first one is Merrick, right? Merrick is more than 900, right? So too expensive, right? But Merrick is a very famous and very old drug company. So why is it so expensive? It's because of the monopoly, right? Because then they own the drugs. You cannot use the drugs, right? Maybe for 20 years, right? So we can see that for the reported EPS, earning per share, see that it drops quite strongly on 2023 Q3 and then rebounds up. Actually, the earnings per share is just about same as 2022. See that, right? Very clear. And this is the actual earning per share, right? But there is the seasonal effect, right? So just take a look on that. 2.49 per share, 2.62, then 1.9x2, something like that, right? So this is normal because it has a seasonal effect. For revenue, right? Good. JAP, right? Increased by 28%, right? If we count on the net income, non-JAP increased by 19%, right? 19% is very good, right? But does it good? But does it comparable to more than 100%, more than 126 PE? We have to think about it. So we take a look on the 12 months, right? That means 1 year. That means the whole year of 2023, right? See that revenue increased by 20%, right? That's good. And for the net income non-JAP, you can see that it is decreasing. It's not losing money, but it is not growing. It's decreasing. See that? 2022, 7.1 billion US dollar, right? But last year, 55.7 billion dollars only. It dropped it by 16%, right? And the dividend is increased, right? It doesn't matter, right? So not as good as we think. But we have to take a look on the how it comes to JAP to non-JAP. You can see that, right? A lot of things calculated inside make the net income better, as reported, right? Like the amortization, and then the asset impairment, and then the tax effect. Then we have to know that the tax rate is different. 2022 is 8.3 and 2023 is 20.1. But even like that, right? Even like that, the net income of 2023 is not as good as 2022, right? And this is the guidance for the whole year of 2024, right? So the red letters means the figure of 2023. You can see that 2023 is 34.1 billion US dollar for the total revenue. And the guidance is 40.4 to 41.6, right? Quite good. Increased by 20 times. But for the earnings per share, reported or non-JAP, in 2023 is 5.8 US dollar per share. And the guidance is 12.2 to 12.7 US dollar per share, increased more than double. Why so optimistic? Why? All right. What makes you look so nice, right? It's because of this SIP Brown. SIP Brown been just launched, right? And a lot of people then think that it will actually it passed the FDA, right? It's for obesity. We all know that. Then in US or the whole world, not only US, right? A lot of people are overweight. not a little bit overweight, is seriously overweight. And then they will have heart disease, they will have the high blood pressure, and they will have diabetes, a lot of disease, right? This only not good to the person himself or herself. It's also not good to the society, to the hospital, for the public expenditure, right? So that zipline appears, then this is by injection, right? Just inject. And then it just, what happened when people stop taking the weight loss drug zipline? So this is, we have to think about it. If this card is not working as the market think, or not as good as market think, what happened to Eli Lilly stock price? We have to be very careful on that, right? We have to be on that, right? We are not gambling, right? We have to see the result, right? Then if actually it's better than the Pfizer's. Pfizer's been retrieved already, right? The side effect is too serious. So before we buy this stock, we have to think about it, right? I'm not asking you to not buy or buy, right? But you have to think about it, right? So it depends on this card, right? So if this card fail, then you fail, right? So this is my thinking, but I'm not depressing, right? But I need to see the result. I need to have 70% of the confidence before I buy the stock, right? Otherwise, I will just cross my fingers and waiting for more evidence, right? So thanks for watching, and then once again, then hope everyone have a very happy new year of Year Dragon, right? So please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and press the bell icon so you will not miss any program by the YouTube, right? Okay, then hope everyone have a very peaceful weekend. See you guys next week. Bye bye.